What's up, brick builders? Today's build is the green race car Model C from the Street Speeder 3-in-1 set number 6743. Hello folks, welcome to another video. Shaun from BRIT'N Bricks. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you enjoyed the other videos. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. There's right there. Click that link there, and you'll see the playlist of the 3-in-1 creators. And this one's been a pretty good surprise, actually. I've been very surprised with the last build that we did, which was the hot rod. It was like a green hot rod. I thought it was June buggy at first, but actually it was really quite cool. Let's see what this one's like, shall we? This is gonna be a race car. It's like a vintage race car. Move my keyboard out of the way. There's our parts and pieces right there. So we need the instructions. We get the instructions up. And that's what it looks like there. It's kind of an old vintage Formula 1 car, probably. I don't know. But we're going to start off with the 4x8. We've got a 4x8 plate. Then we've got black 2x4 plate. That's going to go at the top there. This is how Lego used to be. Back in the days, you'd lay it out on the table and then you'd start putting stuff on it because you couldn't hold it like this. So you would plan it. That's how it used to start. Fun fact. And a 2x4 green plate behind it as well. So next stage is to lock those together with a 2x8. Like that, and now you can pick it up. I mean, you could pick it up and you could just put each plate on there anyway. And then we've got another 2x8, so you're kind of getting the idea of how long this vehicle is going to be, which is kind of cool. Wow. And then we're extending it a little bit more, okay, with a 4x6. Okay, we've got quite a long plate here, and we're extending it just a little bit more with a 2x3. Pop that on there. Can it get any bigger? Let me just stick that on there. Get a dragster. Anyway, back on this side here with the green and black plate. We got the 1x3 sloped bricks on each side. I guess this is going to be the front of the car. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, 2 of those. At the top there. The wheels just rolled off. And just behind those, we're going to put these 1x1 dark bluish grey studs. So there's one there. And yeah, one almost went on the floor. And one there like that. Oh, nice. Then we're going to cross over the 1x2 inverted bricks. They're going to cross over inside. So you're not going to see the curve. So they're going to be crossing over inside. Okay. That's kind of cool. And then we've got the 2x2 white plate after it. Oh, isn't it? Second build, the hot rod, we almost use all the pieces. I would be interested to see how many pieces we'll have left on this. I mean, there wasn't that much left over. So we're going to put the axle 1x2 bricks with the pins just next to that white plate. And we're just going to lay down a 1x8, 2 1x8s on each side. 2 1x8s. Just to thicken this up. And then 2 1x2s. Where are they? There's one. Now one. And so yeah, the second model did really well for using all the parts available in this set. Not to mention the genius design of the front windscreen. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Anyway, 2 1x2 green plates going across here. 1 by 2, not 1 by 3, Sean. 1 by 2. I should have put this one in first, probably. There we go, got it. And 2. Are these 2 black plates or? No, they're the brown plates, aren't they? 2 1 by 1 brown plates. I was like, are they black plates? Because the instructions are a little bit dark. I do apologise. So the green's really vibrant and the brown's really dark. It's almost like a black. And then we go stack the 2 trans orange studs, 1 by 1 studs. We're going to stack those. So 2 on top, and then on the other side 2 on top again. Are they? No, these are tanned. These are tanned. Sorry. These are tanned. 2 tanned. Wow. We're losing it today. Alright. 2 tanned. 1 on top of each other. Where's the other tanned? There it is. Okay. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Then we got a 2 by 4 green plate going straight across the axle. There we go. I'm having plate issues today. Okay, so past experience is the red block means that it's the front. That's past experience. How well that is, how true that is, I don't know. 1 by 2 brown plate in front of that red block, because it's usually been at the front of the car. And then we're going to flare it off with 2 2 by 8s on each side. So we're going to give it a little bit of a flare out like that. See that? It's kind of cool. And then we're going to put 2 1 by 1s and level it off and also bring it back in like that. And then we got the 2 1 by 3 plates. Those are just going to sit 2 studs on the 2 by 3 and 1 on the bodywork there. So it actually locks it all down. So that's quite cool. That's made that 2 by 3 a little bit stronger. Then we're going to put a 2 by 2 inverted brick right on the end there, like that. And then we got 2 axles. So these 2 studs here at the top and bottom are for the 1 by 2 brick with the stud on the end, or the pin. Sorry, not a stud. And we want the other one for the other side, like that. And then we got a 2 by 8 going straight across here as well. Strengthen that up. Quite a solid build. Both builds have been pretty solid actually. On these 2 studs here to the left of the axle, we're going to be putting 1 by 1 bricks. These are green, not the grey ones, but they're green. Where's the other one? There it is. And we're also putting a 2 by 4 black plate across the back axle here. I'm very confident this is the back axle. And we're also putting the 2 by 6 plate across here, really thickening this middle piece up, which is quite good. That's a nice, good, solid build. In front of these tanned studs, we're going to be putting 1 by 2 tiles. So we seem to be finishing off a little bit of this part here. So as soon as you see tiles popping up, it's either detail or it's finishing up. Then we got 1 by 3 plates white. So this could be like a little stripe down the side there, like that. We got the L shapes. Okay, we'll do the L shapes first. So the L-shaped plates are going to go across the bottom parts of the 2x4 black and drop down onto the inverted, so it's like that. See that? And then you're going to do the same thing, and if you look at it, you kind of got a T shape. And then after that, we're going to mess the T shape up by putting 1x1 plates on either side in green. So you end up with 2 black studs in between. Is that grey plates or is that brown? That's brown plates. So the brown plates are going on top of the 2x3 whites, like that. And then just in front of those, we're putting the 1x1 grey bricks. Oops. I wonder if this one's going to have the steering wheel. And then we're just going to put a great big massive 2x12 dark bluish grey plate from end to end. It's really a very solid. I wouldn't want to throw this at your friend. Don't do that. Just on the end here, we got this little stud, this little gap here. That's going to be for a grate plate. My all-time favourite Lego piece of all time, because it's just the detail it gives. It just looks pretty cool. And then we're just going to smooth off the front here with some 1x3 curved white bricks. Now usually there's a step down feature, so I wonder if I've missed something there. There's usually a step down feature for that. No. Nope. Okay. I mean, if you wanted to, you could put a plate in there just to make it so it's like a step down. But I don't think this is going to harm it, because it's going to be right up against these. We've got 2 of those like that. So you've got the white stripe down the middle. So that's finished off. Then we put in a 2x2 white plate continuing the line. And also these 1x8 green plates are going to go halfway up the 2x4. So now this is all level with the grey bricks as well. Okay, so on the back end here, we've got 2 1x1 square trans red tiles. So pop those on there. And then between that, we've got a black 2x4 plate. It's going to be in line level with those tiles that we just put in. And then just behind those tiles, we've got the 1x1 white trans clear plates like that. Where's that? That's a brown plate. So we've got a brown 1x2 plate in just behind this black 2x4 like that. And then we're just going to build this area up now with bricks. So we've got at the top here, we've got 2 1x2 bricks, one after each other. And then just here, we got the 4 stud gap here. And that's going to be for the 1x4 brick with the studs. Studs are going to be facing outwards. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. This is actually getting quite heavy, which is quite cool. So a very, very solid car. Okay, and then we're just going to do something on the side here. So we're going to use these 1x4 plates, 1x4 light grey. We're going to do 2 of these. So we got a white 1x1 tile right there, square tile, and then we're just going to have that gap. And then on these last 2 studs here on the right hand side, we're going to put the grate plate. We're going to do 2 of those. So we need another grate plate. There it is. And we need the 1x4, and build it the same way because you could just always turn it around. Where's my 1x1 white tile? There it is. Like that. So we're going to have the grate plate on the back side. So it's like that. Same again on the other side. Like that. So you got that. White tile, grate plate. And we're going to just flare off the back end with the 2x4s with the angled plates. Those are going to just go in front of the trans-clear plates, and they're going to slope into or angle in towards these lights. Hey, look at that. For the first time I picked up the other side. Usually, and I don't know about you guys, let me know in the comments below, but I pick up the same part all the time. The same side all the time. Alright, so next we've got 1x1 green plates in front of those. They're going to cover those black studs. Alright. And then just after that we've got the mirrors, which is going to be these 1x1 plates with studs on each side. They could be mirrors. I don't know. They've been used as mirrors an awful lot. So there you go, like that. And then we got to flare in towards just after these plates with the studs. So we're going to use the angled plates again, the 2x4 angled plates, but this time we're going to go wide angle at the top, and it's going to slope in towards you, or in towards the front of the car. Like that. And then we got the white stripe carrying on with the... Now that's interesting. That's interesting. Because we've got two 1x2 tiles here. And we could have used that there just to make that smoother. That's interesting. That's what I would have done with that. Anyway, let's continue. 1x4 tiles up the top. There it is. Still got a few pieces left over than we did with the hot rod. Now then, we got build up here. Okay, so what we're going to do is 1x3 down here, and then a 1x2 across, two 1x2s across there, and then 1x3 up the top. So it was 1x3 over there, and it's going to cover the light. It's going to be in line with this. So you got this nice little ridge here on the back end, and then you got two 1x2 plates going across here. So 1x2 and a 1x2, and then another 1x3 going up like that. And then we got a 1x2 red. It's going to go there. And then on top of that, we're putting a 1x2 plate with the long bar on like that for some reason. And then on these studs, on these the front of these studs here, we're putting the trans orange cheese wedges. Interesting choice of colours, because racing cars, I don't think they really have indicators. And they're going to slope out towards the left and the right. And putting a 1x2 plate over the back end here as well, like that. And in front of these plates here, we're putting a 1x4 grey brick. And then in front of that, we're putting a 1x2 brown brick, like that. So it's going to be kind of your seat. Then we've got a stud gap. And then in the middle of this, we got this 6 stud area here. Basically, we're going to put a yellow tile across, or no, it's a tan tile across the middle. Whoops. Like like that. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're using 1x2 sloped bricks, and they're going to slope out of the car. So we're kind of giving this little shape here. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's cool. Yep, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Okay, so in front of this white, this brown 1x2 brick, we got a tanned 1x2, and that's your seat. I'm sure that's your seat. Cool. We're going to put some like aerodynamics in on the top here with these 1x3 bricks, and they're going to go on the 1x4 brick there. So there you go. So it's kind of like that air intake that you see on Formula 1 cars. And then we got... Oh, okay. So this is going to look like air intake as well. We got the 1x1 lantern brick. They're going to go in front of that. So you got those holes. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe. I'll pop those in front like that. Oh, okay. And then we're going to pin the 1x2 plate with the bar on the lantern bricks, front of the lantern bricks. So that's an interesting thing. I didn't think that was going to do that, but we'll pop that on there like that. And then on the back here, we got the engine, and we're using the same similar design to the. Well, it's not the engine actually, is it? It's an orange light. The engine pistons for the hot rod. We're using the 1x1 plates with the clip. And then you put a trans orange stud, and then you go put a 1x1 plate with a clip on top of that. So you got the trans orange stud in the middle like that, and then that is going to clip onto this bar here, which is it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. And next, oh, okay, we got the windscreen. We're not using the big windscreen, which was absolute genius how it was used. I suppose you could, but this looks a bit more racing car-ish. We got 1x4 plate, and we are going to put it down here. So you got one stud off the angle plate, and then you go lay it across, and then you go put the 4 clear cheese wedges. Kind of obvious which way they're going to slope, but if you don't know, they're sloping down towards you, so it kind of gives that windshield look, which is very clever, which is probably the reason why we're using these orange lights now. Now I know that that's how we've done the window. Oh, you know what, I've completely missed something. Because I was looking at these plates and I was like, what can we do with these? But you got to put 2 1x2 clear plates across the front on the top first, then put the cheese wedges on. Put the cheese wedges on any way you like, as long as they're facing the same way as each other. Like that. So you've got a little bit more of an extended windscreen. Now, like I say again, one stud from the angle plate. You go one stud down. That's where your window is going to go. And then we go attach the wheels, and that's it. So yeah, it looks like we've used a little bit less parts than the hot rod. The hot rod really surprised me on how many parts we're not going to join those together. How many parts we had left over after that hot rod. I mean, it did really, really well. It did really, really well. So, yeah, going back to these 2 tiles here, I'm thinking I'm going to replace this with these 2 and give it a smoother line. What do you think? What do you think to that? Do you think it looks a little bit more jagged kind of thing, not giving that smooth look. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of like tiles basically. So anyway, go attach the wheels, and that's the last part. And we're using the spokes. If anybody doesn't know, we got double-sided wheels, so we got spokes on this side. Flip it over, you got the lug nuts on the other side, usually used for industrial, like diggers, backhoes, that kind of thing. Pop those on there. This is an absolutely solid build, and it looks pretty darn good. It looks pretty darn good. Now, what we could have is a couple of those, or get that 1x2, or maybe even a 1x3, 1x3 sloped brick. So you can bring this back end up a little bit, because then you could put a spoiler on the end, you know. You can't do it with what you got left over. You could put these on top of those slope bricks, those 1x3 slope bricks on here, which would give it that height, and that would look pretty cool with a spoiler. I think that would look pretty retro. And then you could put this on the spoiler tip, so you kind of got a little bit of dimension to it, you know. Just thoughts. Let's have a closer look. Let's see what we've got here. So there we go, folks. That's your racing car. It looks actually really quite good. And having built it, it's a very, very solid build all the way through. It's not going to come apart by accident anytime soon, you know. The shape of the car is really quite cool. Like I say, I'm not quite sure about no spoiler on the back end. That, you know, obviously, you know, you do with what the parts you've got. And let me know what you think on this tile piece instead of this piece here, folks. Let me know in the comments. I kind of like the tile better. It's a bit of a smoother finish. A curved plate would have been even better, I think. That would have been quite cool. And you'd be able to do that, but there's no curved plates in this build, in this particular set. But you could certainly pimp it with extra pieces of Lego that you have. That is it. So another quick look. There you go, folks. Here's my turntable. And there you have it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, please give it a thumbs down, and let me know why. Please let me know why. Don't be shy. Let me know why that you liked it. That'd be cool. I love it. Also, don't forget to subscribe, because it's free. It is free. Yes. And also, smash that like. That would be excellent. Thank you so much, folks. I'm Shaun from BRIT'N Bricks. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.